everyone, and welcome to the YouTube Editor's Perspective Podcast. Really?
Yes. I've been holding that for a minute. I've been waiting for it.
At least make it more impressive, though. That was kind of weak.
That was the point. Just slide it in there.
It's like,
I got
okay.
the Hershey Squirts. Do not quote that terrible movie. And Jack and Jill. Jesus Christ. Why did we watch that movie? I remember you wanted to watch it, and then I was like, I guess I'll watch it with you. I think that was all it was.
Blah, man, I can't believe you watched that movie. Okay, so
What movie?
we don't really have any plans as far as this episode today. We're just kind of winging it.
Gee.
Also, Skype instead of
I will say though, if I'm not mistaken, we're already doing better than the last 2 Decembers for recording an episode.
Are we really?
Yes, because during the holidays we would just go dark.
Well, no, that was
you guys.
That was because you were being...
You mean the last December, because we've only been doing this over a year.
No, we've been doing what?
Oh,
Dude.
yeah, 2 years. Ooh. Jesus Christ, where did the time go?
Okay,
All right,
Ralph.
BG. All right, BG. Where'd your memory go, kid?
I'm sorry, I forgot it was 2 years instead of 1, instead of what happened 5 seconds ago. My apologies.
Is it just me or they keep cutting out?
They do, but
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
you guys are very
so-
staticky too. Skype.
Oh, this is
yeah,
so
it's going to be a
unlistenable.
different recording just because due to different computer setups for me, our TeamSpeak server is not currently working. I'm on a new computer, and I had my old computer running the server, but for some reason that switching up of things messed it up. So it's probably to do with port forwarding or something. I don't know. But
Programmer.
that's not programming. That's networking.
Yeah.
But
Part of programming.
no, it is not.
So it's like, I can do that.
Science.
So anyways, we are recording via Skype right now, which we've had troubles with in the past. So if the recording
Skype
sucks,
has become garbage.
Scarp.
Or if I-
Scarp. Skype is really awful.
Scarbage.
It's garbage.
Possible title contender there. But
It's the first
Yeah,
one.
like,
How's it a
if-
contender? It's numero
it's-
uno.
if it sucks and I'm like we've had recordings where I'm like I'm lagging behind things where it's like BG will say something and it'll be like like
Yeah, that's kind of how they go.
No one laughs at BG's jokes.
They do.
Nobody.
I'm like,
Because
humorous
BG's
fella.
not funny. Everybody laughs at the jokes I make towards BG.
We laugh. You can't remember things.
all right, so I guess like things that are going to be on the horizon for the podcast is our best and worst of 2013. We talked about this maybe like last episode
Yeah, we
or
did.
an episode.
I
episodes ago.
have a beautiful thing planned for the best and worst.
Oh, this is gonna be awful.
It is going to be glorious.
I'm suspecting a lot of me.
You are involved, yes.
So I guess
Let's just
as
say
far-
this will be a Superman Batman level argument.
Oh no!
Okay. But
No.
anyway,
Because no, GG, me and you end up going with wars. Like this is like America, Nazi
Okay.
Germany between me and you.
Okay, Ralph.
all right. So I guess besides that, have any of you guys got your stuff narrowed down?
I've got my game for the most part. I still got to play like 6 stuff.
I still have 2 games to play in order for me to actually make. I still have not played Assassin's Creed 4.
Oh my!
I still have not
God.
played, and I still have not played GTA.
Meh.
I play GTA.
So yeah, I need to get those 2 big games out of the way.
Yeah, you do.
I got to play like Puppeteer and Metal Gear Solid Revengeance and stuff.
Oh, Revengeance!
Oh, I still
Ugh.
haven't played it either.
I've played it. Ugh.
Well, I got to play some stuff.
But
Oh, speaking of gaming, real quick, I'm going to slide this one in here. So, Hyrule Warriors.
Uh-oh, DA shaking his head.
Nintendo knows how to tickle me in places where I probably shouldn't mention.
I saw that and I was like, I can almost hear Mike ejaculating in his pants.
Just
It's happening right now.
There's a few things that I like about that game. Dynasty Warriors is just a guilty fun game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just massive slaughter, and massive slaughter. So, and then two, it's Zelda. I mean, that's pretty much a given. And the gameplay looks awesome, and it has like a mixture of Monster Hunter in there.
The Dodongo.
Yeah, it has a mixture of Monster Hunter in there, which is pretty cool. But the thing actually that excites me more about this is usually the Warriors games have a large cast, good and evil. So I think, to me, it would be really awesome to actually play as Zelda or play as Ganondorf.
God,
and just fuck shit up with Ganondorf.
Give me Ganondorf and watch me Hadouken the shit out of everything.
I mean, like his Musu or whatever they would call it in that game would be him turning himself into Ganon and just plowing through people. So
I hear DA freaking out in the background. What's going on with DA?
What? DA not doing anything.
Oh, I thought I heard DA mumbling about something.
Oh yeah, that was both of us mumbling to each other.
I thought so.
So, but yeah, that Nintendo Direct actually had a lot of beef on it as far as like news. That was 2 days ago. Yeah,
it's 2 days ago now.
Only thing I cared about was the Smash announcement.
Smash announcement.
That's gonna be a weird one.
Really,
Rosalina.
I mean,
is that what this is all about? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the princess from Galaxy, Mario Galaxy, is now a new character. Which she's like an ice climbers type character.
Is she?
I don't think so.
She's a band character, just like the ice climbers.
Just like two characters, but other than that, it's just there's a bit of similarity.
I saw that the star had independent attacks from her. But there were also times where they would be doing the exact same thing.
They just need to bring Mewtwo back into the Smash Brothers, and I'll be happy.
We'll see. We don't know. Yeah. I'm happy.
I would obliterate all of you. Mewtwo.
We saw what happened.
You were off.
I will obliterate everybody with Mewtwo.
Anyways, I was actually concerned about the character roster because on the site it only had like when you would like go into a character and you can cycle through in the bottom all the other ones. There's only 2 of those things, like 2 blocks of it. But with the addition of Rosalina, a 3rd one has appeared, so that means there's a lot more characters on the horizon.
Oh yeah.
Which I was nervous about. I was expecting it'd be more, but like it was just one of those things where it's like, but.
Do you think there's going to have more or less than Brawl?
More.
Less.
Really?
Because of the 3DS version.
I'm confused. Why would that matter?
Less memory.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Balls.
So it's going to be big, just not as big as Brawl. Like I think that's going to be pretty much a given. But as far as gaming, I guess we'll do some gaming news and then venture into other things. But
how is any different from any other week? We talk about something for 10 minutes. Yeah, all right, what we got in gaming, and then DA is silent.
All right,
You're
fine.
not just trying to phase me out. You don't want me to say something.
All right, so let's move on to the segment where we talk about My Little Pony. Oh wait, that doesn't fucking happen.
Not yet.
Never.
Nate
no.
will never be a regular.
If he is, he's on a whole other level than me.
Really?
You heard him as soon as we mentioned Fluttershy.
Oh! Actually, I have. This is about DA. Hold on, this is a little bit about DA. So, I was talking to the person who you had an argument with about Rainbow Dash and Rarity during last week's live cast, and apparently, the way you argue about your Rarity love and Rainbow Dash hatred from the view of a My Little Pony fan is dangerously psychotic in her eyes. She felt like you were seriously fucked up.
Well, it shouldn't be from a fan's point of view anyway. It should just be anybody's point of view.
Well, we've all said you're crazy.
Say.
We've all said you're crazy, but
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, we are all crazy.
she.
I think Mike might be the sanest among us.
I don't
Out of your
think
mind, Mike.
he's harboring some serious rage.
Have you ever watched?
You know what? You might be right.
He's
He
gonna
never yells.
blow up one day.
Have,
and
I've
it's gonna-
yelled.
have you ever watched?
No, it's
Not
like
in
the
ang-
joking type of yeller.
Not in anger, but it's when like Proceed has one of his fuck memory moments.
He's
Yeah,
harboring-
you're like, oh my god, that's so. It's high energy as opposed to Superman, Batman,
See,
Fluttershy is the best.
You do remember that whole discussion me and DA off recording, sadly, about music. I don't yell. I get very stern.
He
Yeah,
gets typical
exactly.
white
You're
male.
holding in that anger.
Really?
He
And
gets
it's gonna
typical
come out
suburban
like a
white male.
bazooka.
It's gonna explode.
Yeah,
in
I
a
don't.
company
I'm not
thinking-
really that. I don't have that much to be angry about. So
He's
it's
gonna
just.
come-
He
like
was
a
raised
wrecking
with
ball.
money
No.
and love and stuff. He
Dude,
didn't live through the struggle like I did or the comp bros did. They don't know the struggle.
I was picked on in school.
What's the struggle got to do with our insane randomness?
Well, when you're raised in the struggle, you attach to things more seriously.
Oh, that's okay.
Because what makes you happy, you cling to like a dying child to its cat.
Also, I have to say Smallville is better than Arrow. Keep going.
Smallville is better than. That's the weirdest little sliding.
Wow, that was just like a little jab. Like fuck Arrow.
No, Arrow's good, but Smallville's better.
It's like, yo, I'm gonna let you finish, but Man of Steel, the best movie of all time.
I've been watching Smallville today, so
I saw it on Twitter. I was waiting for you to bring it up.
what?
I saw that on Twitter. All your little nitpicks about it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh, right.
since
Are you frequenting the Twitter more often now?
I am actually for a few reasons. Actually,
You see how stupid you were to follow me?
No, actually, I began checking it more often because I follow my siblings. So I monitored them in that way. And then I
know my family.
no, I do have to because they're all morons.
For my people.
Yeah, they're stupid. I must monitor them for my people. And then like I started following certain pages that post actually some decent content, like not like Facebook. That's really it. I just check it every now and then, like maybe once a day. I'll check it, like when I'm taking a shit or something. I'll check my Twitter or whatever. When I got nothing else to do, and I got my phone in my hand. But like, yeah, you were just posting like the nitpick of just look at these effects. They're awful.
DA, you saw these effects.
Yeah, huh?
Were they awful?
Passable.
Passable. Dude, you laughed every time you saw one.
How about
inner troll is coming out.
every 5 seconds how you would reference Man of Steel in comparison to Smallville?
Because the Jonathan Kent they did
No.
was so much better.
Maybe. Man, fuck you.
I'm gonna give you a small part what happens.
Oh,
He goes to Metropolis
Smallville.
and saves a homeless man and his dog from getting hit by a bus by standing in front of it, and it crashes. This corrupt cop sees him. The cop comes to Smallville like, hey, I know your secret, blah, 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 and wants Clark to do bad things for him. Clark tells his father. His father is severely disappointed. Clark says, I'm sorry. I couldn't. I'm sorry that he found out. He said, no, you did a very good thing saving that man. I'll deal with this. Instead of maybe let the homeless man and his dog die to protect your secret.
What should I have done, Paul? Let them both die? Maybe.
So
I saw that tirade of tweets, and I was like, yep, this is all of the fucking Man of Steel hatred.
I hate
Oh,
Man
actually,
of Steel.
I'm looking at this
I really
giant
do.
fucking poster.
Oh, look, they established why Clark is so good in 20 minutes. Man of Steel couldn't do it in 2 hours. That tweet had me losing my shit.
It's awful. They got it so right, and Man of Steel got it so wrong.
Let me just snap Zod's neck right quick. Oh, quick thing. I don't know. Do any of you watch Heish's videos, the superhero cafe videos?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
In the new one, in the joke
The
what
Thor
they
one?
did, we see Zod with a neck brace on in the supervillain cafe. I lost it. I laughed
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
fucking hard at that. Oh, that was been the Thor joke with Loki, right? I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the fucking dark elf walked in with like no limbs, right?
So, speaking of films, I'm looking at this giant poster right now, and I'm reminded. Anyone go see The Hobbit?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
I've never seen a Lord of the Rings movie in my life,
At all.
You are not a fan of
Any-
literature. Have you? I've read them all.
and I have no desire to see any movie as thus.
How about you?
Thus,
Would you ever read them?
potentially because I like books more than movies.
They are amazing books.
Mhm.
I suggest reading them. I've read them all.
I still have to read A Song of Fire and Ice, so
Oh my god, you have not read A Song of Ice and Fire.
whatever. No, I
You
haven't
said,
read.
you said Fire and Ice, didn't you?
Yep, I don't care.
You're a fucking idiot.
I haven't read a single like. Oh, you got to read this book.
Don't bother with
And
Hunger
Walt-
Games. Harry Potter is awesome.
I already read Hunger Games. I already read Harry Potter.
read the Inheritance series.
Never even heard of it.
Oh my!
Aragon.
You've never heard of Aragon?
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
From
check
the
out
movie.
the Inheritance cycle. It's an amazing 4-book series that honestly you will never forget. Fuck
it
you.
was
The
okay.
book was great. You want to eat the fucking dick, bro.
There's better fantasy out there.
Fuck. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Oh, the character adaptation was glorious in each one of those books, and it felt so fucking real.
anyways, so I saw The Hobbit. I saw a double feature, 3D IMAX. It's mostly not about the movie, this story. Granted, the second movie was very good. Smaug was awesome. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
he's so good.
I'm a Cumberbitch.
I
Oh,
wouldn't say that. I just really like Sherlock.
But
Sherlock?
I think he was that, and he was. Oh, well, actually, I'm not going to say the other one. It's a TV series. Sherlock is
When did they make
But,
Sherlock into a TV series again? Really?
Oh, it's
It was-
in Britain.
British.
Oh, okay, it's BBC.
You could, yeah.
All
you
I
can see it
care
on
about is
Netflix.
Doctor Who.
No, you can see it on Netflix. It's amazing.
All I care about is
But
Doctor
anyways, I realized that I cannot do 2 3D movies in a row. Like the double feature was like at 8:30 they showed An Unexpected Journey, and then at midnight they showed Desolation of Smaug.
I watched
And-
the first Hobbit movie actually on the train ride home on Friday, so
And just, oh my god,
made sure to download that off the DVD.
Headaches.
oh, it felt like I was hungover, like super hungover.
Why?
I know all about that.
The 3D,
Oh God,
It's just-
no! I would never. I hate 3D movies.
Why don't
like.
you have 8 hours?
Like
Black
the first
eye.
one kind of gave me kind of a headache. I'm like, okay, whatever. And by the end of the second one, I had such a big headache that it was making me nauseous.
Of course you did.
And I like got back home. I'm like in my bed, like holding my head. I'm like, oh my god, make it stop! I feel like I've pounded like 10 beers. It was oh man,
10
great
beers is
movie.
funny.
It was.
I don't think that's...
There is something in the movie though that kind of was jarring,
What's that?
and I think it was just the movie trying to be trendy. So there's this scene where they're floating down the dwarves and Bilbo are floating down this river in barrels.
Oh
And
God,
they
tell
just-
me they fucked that scene up. I'll be furious.
No, they didn't. It was just something that kind of takes you out of it. You're like, okay, why'd they do that? They just randomly switched to a handycam or GoPro, sorry,
Oh,
like a GoPro from the perspective of the barrel.
Oh.
Because, like, they have these really nice cameras, filming them from far away, and then it just goes to a GoPro. It's just like, like, I see what you're trying to do, but it doesn't work. You're trying to be trendy, and it's, yeah. No, that scene is amazing. It's probably my favorite scene in the entire movie.
it's one of my favorite parts of the book. So it better not have been fucked up.
But, yeah, it's probably, Hobbit is probably going to be in my top movies. I still have a lot to see. It's probably not going to be in theaters next week, but I want to see Gravity.
Really?
Just because I've heard nothing but good about it, and it's like an Oscar contender.
But I hear have to watch it in like the 3D whatever to really
Oh fuck you!
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like Avatar. It's like one of those movies. Like you really have to see in 3D to truly appreciate how much detail they went into like the visual effects.
like Avatar.
I saw it in regular and could appreciate how graphically inclined they were. I didn't need to see it in fucking gimmicky D.
Avatar is a terrible movie.
It's Pocahontas in space.
Anybody said
Pocahontas in space.
But
visually it's great, but wise it's horrendous. They need to
Visually,
stop.
it wasn't even great.
No, it was really good when it first came out visually.
No, it was good visually.
No.
Say
Shut
visual
up, DA.
fidelity was very good.
Yes, sir.
Good boy. Go pick the cotton now.
Oh, yes, sir, master.
that was too good. But
Shine my shoes, boy.
The other movies I need to see Gravity. I need to see the Hunger Games movie.
Oh,
and then,
that's actually not bad.
And then
it keeps to the book. But when I saw it with my buddy Brett, oh my god, he was so butthurt about such small details.
Of course. Well, the second book was the best. So I can see why.
The second book was the best. We've all read it, right?
Yeah.
All
DA
of us
doesn't
except-
care.
Okay,
Anyway.
I didn't care about DA. I was talking about you two.
I can't read.
I know you can't read. I know you're illiterate.
Jokes on Utah. Oh God.
So anyway, you know how when the games master at the president's
spoilers
at the president's ball, you remember how he lets Katniss know he's on her side, right?
Yep. Good part.
Shut the fuck up, DA. With the watch and the Mockingham's watch. That small detail that they left out infuriated Brett.
White people.
That's actually something that happens in The Hobbit. The ending scene where Bilbo encounters Smaug.
Right.
Like, they extended it and added a whole bunch of stuff.
It really is.
Just because they had to make a climax for the movie.
Oh, no.
Like, in the book, he literally, it's just like, he taunts Smaug, and Smaug's like, oh, you must have came from that village. Okay, bye-bye. And he flies to the village. There's more to it than that in the movie.
Yeah.
But if you're making a movie, you got to have a climax, and there's really no climax at that point where they ended the movie. The end of the... So... And the scenes were good.
Whole fucking dialogue now?
No, there's dialogue and there's more, so I'm not going to say anything else. Like, the dialogue is still there. But, yeah, just like, I have a friend who was, like, pissy about that. And I'm like, well, how do you expect the movie to end? There was really no epic climax. Like, this is the main villain of the movie. It's not like, here he is, bye-bye. Like, you don't want that to end your movie.
So, Walking Dead Season 2 is out now. Interesting.
Oh, the game?
Yeah.
I've played the first episode.
The first season, you mean?
No, the first episode of Season 2.
Oh, okay. Did you play the first season?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was my game of the year, remember?
Yeah, how did you like episode 1?
It was really good, actually. There were some hiccups, to be expected, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Did they pick it up? Did you notice a lot of pickups from season 1? Like,
I noticed some from 400 Days and a couple things from season 1.
Okay.
I would say more, but D hasn't played it and he wants to, so I'm not going to say anything right now.
Well, fuck DA. He doesn't mean anything. He's fucking worthless.
Okay.
Oh, boy, his self-esteem is rising.
Like your fire?
Yes!
Yes.
Like the fire you just set yourself up in?
Yes. That movie is
So-
awesome.
I see,
Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, yeah, we saw it again.
We saw like the ending again. We were just railing on it.
We can't stop.
BG, how long between Bruce Wayne getting to Gotham and the prison?
I believe it was 7 hours.
7 hours.
And he looked up flights from like Brazil and Iraq, and they were like 13 hours, 10 hours.
Well, was he flying on an actual plane, or was it like a super jet?
Yeah, it was a super jet.
Then it's a super jet, yeah.
with money he didn't have.
The best way I can, again, this is me just inserting my own thing into this movie. The best way I can believe that this happens is Bruce Wayne is so influential that it's possible he could charter a plane.
I don't think he is because he was
He was
shown
broke.
to be broke. No,
But-
you can't do anything for us. You're broke now.
I don't know about that.
Bullshit.
I think
His
his
Bruce
name
Wayne. The
still-
name's enough.
If it's like, hey, you owe me a favor, I believe that could be worth something. But
that's
then he
fair
dies.
enough. But Superjet, come on.
Yeah, Superjet, that's ridiculous.
Also, he is.
I just happen to have
Absolute-
this experimental F1 Blackbird V2 standing right.
I just called my buddy Clark. He dropped me off.
Also, last thing,
He just
absolutely
broke this alien dude's neck, and his stepdad gave him bad advice. It's all right.
absolutely dead at the end.
Oh, he's murdered.
Can I explain you my reasoning?
explain you? Please be explained to us.
You fucking idiot.
In Batman Begins.
So this wrong, this why?
Wrong, I shall explain.
And Batman Begins.
In Batman Begins, Ra's al Ghul, when he died, or when he expected himself to die, he dramatically closed his eyes with a close-up on his face. In The Dark Knight Rises, so did Robin, when he had to get into his head, close his eye dramatically, close-up on his face. Same thing with Batman.
There's also the point where people say he jumped out at this point, or where he starts the autopilot, where you can see him sitting and there's like stuff moving, like he's flying. There's shadows on the side of him, so he's clearly going forward at that point.
Not downward.
He's clearly going forward, and there's no area to drop off at that point because he's already near the ocean. There's a point where he shoots some buildings or something, and people say that's where he got out in the autopilot.
But no.
But right after that, there's scenes of just shadows moving parallel to him,
His face. And
horizontally,
buildings
not
behind
vertically,
him.
and buildings and everything. You can see all of that. That man is a ghost. Cut this
That
out.
man is a
corpse.
ghost.
He is done. It's a Rizzy on this man.
El
Stop with this
Corpso.
Stop with this nonsense. Oh, he's really alive.
He's
Alfred.
Batman. No.
Everyone gets a happy ending except Gotham. It goes back into the cesspool. Yay! Screw this.
Yay.
Screw all of them.
Isn't it great after months of anarchy they could just go back to just peaceful living?
Isn't it though?
Oh, but we weren't shown that, so maybe they didn't. Who knows?
And it's kind of funny that the citizens themselves didn't turn on the town and start looting. They just were in their houses. Okay, we'll wait for this to blow over. You guys have the run of the town. Okay. Hey, here comes the Batman. Now we'll fight. Yeah, let's do it.
Meanwhile, that shit happens in New York City or Chicago. The fucking everybody's got their own gun. Everybody's going down.
Buildings for TVs. But no, it's just a ghost town. 7 million people. Screw you.
Katrina, people looting TVs.
Just floating on the water and waist high in water, just putting the TV.
Hurricane? LCDs, bitch.
But these motherfuckers just
I remember that.
It's like,
I remember seeing
clear
pictures of
truth
that.
is going to
That
be
was great.
nothing. Screw them. Screw that movie. Screw all of it.
Awful movie.
Anything Nolan touches turns to shit. I told you that.
And
It was probably Nolan's idea to have Pa Kent be a fucking idiot.
Man of Steel 2 is going to be garbage.
It's gonna be atrocious.
I don't think so.
Just
I will
speaking
say-
of different
I will say
things,
Nolan is the Frank Miller of movies.
You don't like Frank Miller, huh?
He knows he knows it's Batman, but he don't know about Superman. He knows Batman to a point. Because Frank Miller went off the rails. Like, The Dark Knight Returns, that was his last great thing. And after that, he got crazy. Strikes Again was dude.
Why? Because he beat the shit out of Superman?
That's not why. It's because it's garbage. It's a garbage book. It sucked the fat one.
It sucked the fat.
suck the fat one.
It sucked the fat one.
So speaking
bad.
of, I guess different movies, superhero movies, but the other one. So I guess trailers that have come out recently that I think we didn't get to talk about last week because of the streaming episode. Godzilla.
Oh dear God.
Oh, we did talk Godzilla. I think it was 2 podcasts ago.
Yeah, we did.
No, because that trailer came out.
No,
I think
we
that week
talked
before.
Godzilla. And I remember you guys talking about, oh, they're made like.
Come remember
True to
kaiju
form.
groupies, all that? Look too much like fucking Pacific Rim.
Did we talk about the newest trailer though, with like Walter White
Whatever
and
the
stuff?
last trailer was, unless it came out in the last week, I believe we've talked about it.
I think it came out last week.
I think
Or-
we talked about
Nah.
it. If it came out within since the last time we've recorded.
Okay.
Anyway, so Paul Rudd is Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's interesting. Is he
Then
gonna
what-
be Paul? Is he gonna be Paul Rudd?
Yeah, he's Paul Rudd.
No, is he gonna be Paul Rudd? As in the same character he plays in every freaking movie, aka Michael Cera.
Who's Paul Rudd?
You'd know him if you saw him.
What about the? Did we talk about the Spider-Man trailer?
No.
cares?
That movie's gonna suck.
The movie is gonna suck.
That movie's gonna be so bad. Oh my god, it's so good. How bad it's gonna be. Oh my god.
I will say it looks. I will say it looks good as far as like this three, and then, like they showed the trailer when I saw The Hobbit in 3D, and the 3D actually looks very good.
Good for them.
But unless like the Goblin plays a very tiny role,
I believe Electro is gonna play a small role. Honestly. I think
No, they've been hyping him up.
So they hyped up Venom.
True.
It was in the last 25 minutes.
I don't know. I just because like they show him defending like this entire city and like Times Square, like he attacks Times Square.
Okay.
And I know earlier in the movie I saw like stuff earlier, like way into pre-production, where they show Spider-Man saving the guy, well, Jamie Foxx, whoever, I don't know his name, but that character before he becomes Electro.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see Rhino being really just Rhino.
Yeah,
like,
but also in the trailer, you see Rhino shooting at him.
Is Rhino shooting at anything?
It's before he becomes Rhino.
Oh, okay.
You can see the guy who is Rhino shooting at him.
Oh yeah.
So he's.
I can imagine Rhino
and
not
then
being.
You see Harry Osborn before he's the Goblin, and you see Norman Osborn talking to Harry Osborn.
I do like the homages in the background. I have what they're trying to set up is the Sinister Six. You know that's what they're trying to set up.
There's already a movie. They've already started Venom and Sinister Six movies, or at least talking about who they're casting or whatever, or
just
plays or whatever.
Just because there's a scene in the trailer. There's a scene in the trailer where Harry Osborn's walking in that, giant lab, and you see Vulture's wings and Doc Ock's tentacles in the background.
Yeah.
So there is a Sinister Six movie coming. They're trying to pull a reverse Avengers, since they can't have a team of superheroes. They're trying to do a team of supervillains.
Which makes sense, but they also need to bring in some more superheroes, I would say.
Like Black Cat
and maybe someone from outside.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel. I'm not Miss Marvel. Mary Marvel. Not Mary Marvel. Miss Marvel. Jesus Christ, so many Marvels. Miss Marvel. Bring in Miss Marvel. Jesus Christ, do it.
The only other character, characters that Fox owns, though, is the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they own them, but they could. I believe they could buy the property. I just want Miss Marvel or something. I really do.
No.
I don't, because I think actual Marvel Studios owns it right now.
Talking about,
but so I don't know, but
I would say this: if Spider-Man himself beats all these villains, why go see another Spider-Man movie? Because those are his 6 greatest villains teaming up. If he beats them alone, why go see the next Spider-Man movie? There's no danger.
I am the Spider-Man.
Carnage.
Carnage!
They're not going to Carnage.
Not. It would be awesome.
You can't do a mass murder.
Oh, okay, Paul.
Joker!
Not Carnage.
Why not Carnage?
Carnage.
Joker is Joker.
Uh-huh.
He killed, 3 people in the whole movie?
Not to mention the street he blew up.
Were there any corpses?
Not really.
Nah. 3 people.
He's a mass murderer.
Carnage. Name me 3 things pertaining to Carnage.
Okay, he after he lost the Carnage symbiote, He doused himself in red paint and
And
went
he
around.
did what?
He ran around murdering
People. Okay.
and bathing in their blood and
Is
writing.
there anything you can tell me
and
about
writing.
Carnage that does not have the word murder or kill or murder kill?
Murder, death, kill.
The symbiote is within him, and it cannot be unbonded from him, no matter what they've tried.
And he used it to.
They tried an experiment, and they cut him, and the symbiote bled from him and killed everyone in the room, allowed him to escape.
I see.
There's a I
There's
forget what
also
it's called, but
Maximum
there's
Carnage, in which he builds stick with me here. He builds an insanity cannon.
What?
He shoots at people, which causes them to kill others and loot the town and almost kill Spider-Man. Spider-Man has to team up with Venom to stop him.
sounds like a Dragon Ball Z move.
Yeah, it does.
Insanity cannon.
It was actually a woman who had the powers like that. She had some supersonic powers that allowed him to do that. It built their
Shut up! I don't care.
But Carnage is awesome.
Nobody cares about Carnage.
Well, anyways, I was going to mention. I think I mentioned this before, but the crossover comic from between Batman and Spider-Man.
Yeah, you've talked it.
Yeah, where it has Joker and Carnage, and Joker doesn't think Carnage murders very creative enough, and Carnage is just like, why do you put all in this effort? Just fucking kill them.
Yeah, he's also crazy funny, but he just wants to murder. That's all he wants. He wants as much bloodshed as possible. There's no rhyme or reason for what he's doing, like Joker.
Happening.
That's it
happening.
messes with Batman. I'm in his mind. No, he's just like, I want to kill all these people, and I want them to want to kill each other.
I want to
That's
kill
Carnage.
all the things.
Carnage is awesome.
And that's happening.
Yeah, Carnage can happen. Again, they have mass murderers before.
Wait, what? Hold on. I just went on to IGN.
A mass murderer.
I just went on to IGN's page, looking. They have an article that says the most badass video game gunslingers of all time.
Oh, you're looking
they
at
have
that too. Oh no.
They have Dante. I can't see. I'm not sure who the guy in the background is. I think he's from Killzone.
Yeah.
They have John Marston, and then they have Kirby. Kirby.
Why would they have Bayonetta?
People hate Bayonetta.
Racist.
I think it's sexist.
Homophobic.
Damn them lesbians for not liking Bayonetta.
Bayonetta
So
next year.
So now here's the question. I'm assuming, like, given enough games, you would get a Wii U eventually.
I can't say it.
Me either.
Really?
Like, I can't really think of a game.
Smash?
Smash is. I'm not willing to spend. How much is the Wii at?
Right now it's at 300.
I'm not willing to spend 300 on Smash.
Nah.
I'm really not. I really love Smash. I really like to play, but I'm not willing to spend 300.
I was gonna say, if you guys would get it, if it was purchased DA, you had it, would you get Bayonetta 2?
No.
That's how much he is against
Wanted
this
nothing to do with that game.
in its current form.
Yeah.
I don't
You
get it.
You don't understand.
I
This is my obsessive insanity again coming out.
Explain it.
What you
Now
want
here's
another?
the thing.
You want
Now here's
another
the thing.
2 hour out of Brody explanation?
Now here's the thing. Come on, I'm waiting.
Mike, if the next Zelda was forced DRM, would you buy it?
How is it forced DRM for Bayonetta though?
No. That's not what I'm asking. He's a policy of what Bayonetta is going through. You're against the DRM policy. I'm just giving you a policy that you're against with the game
Okay.
you love. Would you buy the next Zelda?
Really depends.
On what?
The policies that Like
If you do
they
not have
instill.
internet, you cannot play it. If you disconnect from the internet, you have 30 seconds to connect to the internet, or you play it. Pretty
In
much.
that case, yes, I would.
Okay.
Just because I have stable internet.
Okay. Your internet could go down though.
This is true. But
It's like anything electrical, it just go down.
yeah.
What happens if the Wii server or Nintendo servers or whatever just is clunky for the day? Hey, you just can't play it.
I can't play it for that day.
I would, if it's a policy I'm against, and if it's a game I love, I would not get it.
But I still don't understand. I still don't understand the policy that DA is against.
Not willing to give money to
Her
them.
hair was her power.
Did you notice that her hair is covering in more places now as far as her dress?
Doesn't matter. She had big giant hair, which came down when she fought a boss battle. That's how you knew she was serious. And then her powers grew from that. It doesn't matter. They cut her hair. What? Take away Thor's hammer. Take away Iron Man's thingy.
It's either suit or propulsion system.
Shield,
maybe.
Captain America, gone. That's what they did. Yeah, they're still their characters. Yeah, Captain America can still run and fight and pick up a trash can and do the same thing. But it's not him.
Take away Batman.
He is the Shield.
Take away Batman's utility belt and his gadgets.
Take away Batman's awfulness.
I don't think that's possible.
She still has hair, though.
No.
This is like the people that when they put back Rayman Legends that didn't buy any version because they were so against what Ubisoft did with it and pushing it back so it's a massive release instead of just the Wii U.
Would Wolverine be as popular without his adamantium claws if he just went to pure bone claws? No. It's still claws, but it's not the adamantium claws. Yeah, dig.
I would say.
Did we cut out?
No, we didn't.
No.
I will say that if Legends of Dragoon had DRM,
Jesus.
I would not buy that crap.
Yes, you would.
No, I would not.
Yes, you would.
I am so against
You would
DRM.
open up your butthole. Accept.
There are so many things. I would buy Legends of Dragoons with microtransactions. I would buy Legends of Dragoon with day one on disc full DLC.
I would buy Legends of Dragoon and when I paid my money, someone just raped me from behind for 16 hours. I'd pay it, sure.
I would not pay with DRM. Straight up. I am so against that type of policy.
You say that, but if it came down, you'd be like, how's the gameplay? Oh, the gameplay is really good.
If anything, I would buy it used. Because that
Actually, this is actually a very
that
good.
money doesn't go.
Speaking of Speaking of, is there any other reason besides the hair?
It's the principality of the thing. They didn't need to change it.
Not to mention it exclusively on the Wii U. I understand that.
That's kind of bummerific, but that's just like they changed this one thing. Who knows what else they're gonna change? I want part of it. They didn't need to change it. What?
Well, you know the reason is exclusive, right?
Nintendo paid for it.
Yeah, so no one would publish them, so
But
Nintendo
at the same
did.
time, I feel that Nintendo would get some more monies because again, I've said it before. Bayonetta is not a system seller. It may sell a handful, but if Mario is selling systems, Bayonetta is not going to sell systems. So I think they can get more money and exposure. Like have exclusive Wii U content, maybe. But definitely put it out on a platform.
I still don't see that, considering the install bases for the PS4 and Xbox One are almost equal now to the Wii U, like by a million.
Okay, but when is Bayonetta coming out? Because the PS4 and the One are expecting like 4 to 5 million by the end of the fiscal year. That's what their projections are.
Yeah, but what incentive, if it's on all three, do they have to buy the Wii U version then?
Exclusive content.
That usually doesn't draw people, in all honesty.
I don't see how Bayonetta 2 is going to draw people to the Wii again if Mario cannot. If Mario 3D Land, which is touted as one of the best Marios of all time, is not moving out of units. If NEC in Europe is outselling Mario, like, I don't see how Bayonetta is going to move anything. Like I said, it's going to move something, but it's not going to be a significant number in the league because Bayonetta itself was a very niche title. And now you're making it on a console, just like not a lot of people are interested in it. People own it, but not a lot of people are interested in it right now. And not a lot of people even know that it's a different console. Like I said,
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying.
On that suspect, but like, still, you still don't want to give the competition any reason to sell more stuff than you possibly could, and that's why you keep it exclusive.
But if
is it a system seller? No. But
if they are they getting money from Bayonetta software sales because they
probably since they're publishing it.
If they published it on other consoles, would they still get money?
I don't think so.
You don't. How does EA get money there? How is EA getting money from, or who is it? Whoever it is, the publishing Titanfall, not the developers, the publisher. How are they getting money? It's because they publish the game and they get money from publishing the game. They get a percentage.
I think the cut would be significantly less, though.
I saw a chart.
Just because they would also, you'd have to pay Microsoft for putting it on their system and Sony for putting it on their system, and that in turn reduces the cut. That would go to Nintendo.
I saw a chart recently for retailers. That retailers get something like 15%, and publishers get something like not 15%. It might have been more like 10, 12. Publishers get something like 30% for every game they sell that they publish. Developers get like 15, and then there's the shipping costs and all that crap.
Yeah, I mean, at that point too, I think it's just like a matter of principle to them. If you're gonna publish it,
yeah, I understand why they would do it, but I'm just saying I would not have gone there myself. But then I'm not in the consoles. They are, so there you go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, speaking of publisher stuff, so EA is getting sued up the butt right now.
Really? For what?
Battlefield.
Oh, because it was lower than quality.
Well, no, not even that. That was something separate. There is a new legal team, and put in perspective, the legal team that was behind the Enron lawsuit. Do you know what that is?
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah. That they're trying to claim that EA, in touting how far, Battlefield is looking so good, yada, 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 they were inflating their stocks artificially. And right before the game came out, a whole bunch of big EA execs sold their stocks.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
So, yeah, and then the game tanked as far as, quality and crap, and then it, and then stocks lowered a lot, like 7%, I think. So they're getting, EA's not worried because, they haven't officially pushed the suing or the lawsuit or something right now. It's just an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't fuck with the team that brought down Enron. One of the biggest companies in the United States.
I don't know,
Worst
because
company ever. All right? Ever.
Welcome back.
Sorry, emergency phone call. Had to deal. But yeah, so as the only motherfucker who's playing Battlefield in this conversation, let me school you on some shit. This game needed more fucking time. A lot more fucking time. Let me explain to you a few glitches that make this game near unplayable if you were not in the peak mood of euphoria. Okay. Picture this. You're doing well.
Imagine
are-
with me, gentle listener.
You are
Come with me on a trip.
you are 28 kills and 4 deaths.
About to take you on a journey, motherfucker.
All of a sudden, your console freezes. For no reason. You wonder, wow, my Xbox is breaking. You play again. Nope, happens again half an hour later. When you're running up a flight of stairs with a fire happening next to you. The graphics cause the game to freeze. Now, it doesn't just freeze your game, freezes your entire console. That's just one. When you shoot at people, bullets don't go where they're supposed to.
Oh, okay. Bullets
They
don't.
just fall out of your gun.
Sometimes,
That's not right.
before the 2 patches ago, there would be invisible bullets. You would shoot somebody with an entire clip, they'd get hit with 2 bullets. This game, while at its core, I can see it's a great game. They were going with some good shit here. They didn't get a chance to add the battle login to the console version. They didn't get a chance to add in the correct hitboxes. They didn't get a chance to balance out the server programming. They didn't get a chance to do a lot of fine fucking tuning. EA was just all up in DICE's face like, no, this is your release date. You ship it by then. And because DICE does not put out bad games. It doesn't happen. The last time DICE put out Battlefield was Battlefield 3. The beta was atrocious. The end result at the release of Battlefield 3 was pristine and perfect. Why? Because from beta to release, they had 7 months. Not 2 weeks. It was insane. It's insane. I hope EA gets bashed in the face with with the proverbial spike bat of death. Because they need to realize that your incessant need to top another company does not make your games good, do not make them best sellers. Names don't sell your game if they are giant lugs of turd. Now, that's just from the nitpicking perspective of somebody who is a Battlefield junkie. I lived on BF3. I clocked in near 470 hours on Battlefield 3. Yeah. Battlefield 4 will frustrate you to no fucking end so quickly.
It's interesting, too, because this kind of puts into perspective of Watch Dogs getting delayed.
Yeah.
Which is, do you take the PR hit to polish your game or
Yes.
try to get it out when you need it?
No, you take your fucking time.
Considering they're about to get sued, yes.
But a lot of other companies do this. I think this one was like Too Human, which was a game that was highly tied, and it was just a buggy mess. Fallout, all Fallout games, like
no, that's just
any Bethesda, yeah.
Bethesda?
That's whatever.
No, you're Bethesda. A fucking moron. Don't try to hide it. Any Bethesda.
Anyways, but yeah, most of their games are buggy on the onset. But
no, they're buggy, but they are now 4 patches in, and a lot of the really bad shit has not been fixed. Like, don't get me wrong, on the next gen, oh my god, the game runs amazing. I've seen only half the amount of errors on the next gen that I've seen on Xbox. But that's because this game was definitely, at its core, made for the next-gen systems. They should never have released it for Xbox 360 or PS3. It shouldn't have been done. It just should not have been fucking done. Because it is awful on the last gen.
Let me ask you something, Nian. Do you believe that whoever it is that's developing Titanfall is wasting their time with a 360 version?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
No, they are.
Because the install base for the 360 is like, what is it, Something like 15 times what it is, the one right now.
What I mean by that, what I thought, remember your question,
Oh,
is
go
that
ahead.
quality of the game.
Oh,
The
only
game's
the
gonna
game.
be buggy as sin. No, they'll make a lot of money, but the game will be buggy as sin, and there will be a lot of refunds being dealt out.
I don't know if it'll be buggy.
It
I
will
think
be.
the
I'm telling you
visual
right now,
quality will
it's
be a
being
lot worse.
built for the next gen.
Okay.
Being put on last gen, let me tell you right now, it's gonna be the same as Battlefield. Any game made for next gen played on current gen, it's bad. It's bad. My console can't handle Battlefield. It can't handle a game built, written on disk for its own system. It can't handle it. It can't process it.
How buggy was Assassin's Creed 1?
Not that buggy.
Wasn't it?
It was buggy, but not that buggy.
Wasn't it more built for PC than?
No, it was built for console.
Assassin's Creed, the original Assassin's Creed was built for PlayStation. It was going to be a PlayStation 3 exclusive.
Yeah, but then
Okay.
they brought it to Xbox. No, it was buggy because they didn't really have like the funding to make it an amazing game like they did with 2. But it was all right. It was playable. But no, I'm thinking right now, when shit gets really intense in Battlefield 4, God help you if you're trying to do something intricate. Like you're trying to run up a staircase while shit's getting blown up around you, and you're trying to throw a grenade. Fuck it, your shit's freezing.
Mm.
Oh, a building's coming down. You want to unload a clip? Guess what? Your bullets aren't hitting anything. On the current gen, it's awful to put a game built for next gen on it. The consoles can't handle it. They cannot handle it unless this is them trying to say, oh, if you want to play these new games coming out on the Xbox 360, go buy the new 360. It can handle these games. Unless I hear that, right now all I'm seeing is just a lot of fucking bullshit and them just really trying to suck money away. Because right now their current gen consoles cannot handle the games they're pushing out. They just fucking can't.
Okay, why are sports games not buggy then?
Because sports games aren't as intricate. They're not as flashy as like shooters and action games.
Sports games are essentially the same engine every year with
What's
a few
wrong with
minor
you, DA?
tweaks.
He said buggy and flashy in the same sentence.
Oh, I see.
Hmm?
We're moving past it. Don't worry.
Piece.
What?
Buggy the Clown says flashy, and you said buggy and flashy.
Are you really right now?
Dude, I don't care about this, so I gotta latch on this thing.
DA, why do you breathe?
Because I need to oxygenate my blood.
That's a lie. Whoever's telling you that is wrong. You should immediately stop breathing for the rest of us.
Oh.
Okay.
That would be extremely painful.
For
For
you.
me.
Oh, that was too easy.
But we are just about at time. But
okay.
what else was I thinking as far as the EA things?
I was actually about to come up with some editing topics, but
Oh no, let's go over
that
then.
finish
Let's go
line.
over then.
Go for it.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
no, I was still formulating them
No, formulate away. Let's hear them. We can
because
keep
like
bullshitting.
I was trying to think, is it even worth getting into editing anymore for like new people? Jesus Christ, a lot of blood.
Yes.
What?
DA,
I'm on my period.
I'm not surprised.
I'm sorry, I had to cut you off with that one.
It just came to him. He's like, I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out.
Literally.
Oh snap.
All right.
What were you saying, BG? Please continue. This is a safe place.
with the way YouTube is right now, it's non-community stuff, and people still having their prejudice against the org. Is it even worth getting into editing now, considering how much time you need to put into it?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Unless you can stand the heat from the org, or you can find groups like us, for instance, like Way of the Pride plug. It's almost useless to just be a solo editor on YouTube because you're not going to get seen by the people who need to see your work, and all you'll get is just the idiotic masses that don't know what the hell is going on. You'll have no information coming to you. It's almost worthless.
So what you're saying is you'll really have no way to improve yourself, or even know if what you're doing is a good job,
good thing or bad. Yeah, no, you'll have. Oh, dude, I'm telling you right now. I scan some of these really new videos that are just atrocious that I find from googling certain songs.
Like I said, all I did was random searches, and all we came up with was 3 to 6 videos, except for like 2.
Yeah. So I mean, and all I'm seeing are comments saying, "Oh, this is the best video I've ever seen," and it was when
Also, a video from last year I leaked.
And it was Gurren Lagann put to like 2 chains and with no flow whatsoever. And I was just like, what the fuck? What?
Did they at least hit beats?
No.
Oh, dude, how?
There were some awful attempts at lip sync and like I don't even remember. It was like a week ago now. I forgot the video. It was atrocious. And there were so many comments like, dude, keep making videos like this. They're amazing. I love it. And I'm just like, this is what we've become. At least by now with these comments, I know for a fact that this was maybe 3-4 years ago, there'd have been 3 comments and you're saying, what the shit is this? What is this garbage? Really adjust your style immediately.
I'm going to say 2 things to that. One, maybe not. Because even back then, there was a lot of, this is awesome. Even though it's not, DA and I saw a lot of it. And
we got a lot of it.
I'm saying 3 to 4
I'm saying
years
that's
ago,
what
you've
that's
still
what
seen a few comments in there saying, listen, fix your shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Zetsu and Vegeta 119 and all of them.
Yep.
King David, they were like, yeah, no, fix this.
Yeah, this is not
happening. And there was one dude that would just go around.
Oh, I missed that dude so much. He was so great. Oh, why did you remind me of him?
All he would do was go.
All right, DA, stop swooning.
All he would do was go around and watch AMVs, comment on the video, comment on what you did was rate, what you did good, what you did bad, what you need to fix, specific areas of the video, and then he would rate it out of 5.
Oh, I missed that dude. He just commented one day. I was like, no.
He closed his channel one day. That's what it was.
What was his name?
I don't know. I don't even remember. It was
Zero?
It was literally 6 years ago.
Okay.
So I do not.
I think I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
But yeah, he used to do that all the time. I feel like there's not a lot of honesty in editing anymore.
There's not a lot of anything in editing anymore. There's no more community. There's no more communal objective. There's just the snobs of the org, and that's it.
The org is snobby, though. I keep saying this.
That's what I'm saying. There's the snobs of the org, and then there's little groups like I think we're the only actual little group.
I think.
Sorry,
Stop right. Oh Lord.
I hate Mike. I like so much. Here. Everything is there with this man.
That was Game of Thrones.
Was it?
Yeah.
It sounded a lot like a rock version of Zelda.
Yeah, because they both suck. No. Generic. And
that was Ralph, by the way. That wasn't me.
What? That's even worse. Anyway.
We got the results of the test back. You got the herp.
You got the...
Oh, thank God. That's all I've got.
You got the... I always had the doctor. That's not what I came in for.
Something new. I came to get my teeth fixed. What you doing?
You're Italian. No.
Mr. Iovino is a girl. I'm a guy. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to find...
Your channel suspended.
Again. But I'm trying to find some dude a few weeks ago posted about this this new video site that was like YouTube
like
used to be.
It's something like We Know. Yeah, Evil Vegeta contacted us about it.
Is Evil. Okay, Evil.
Elite Vegeta. X Elite Vegeta X.
I just looked there and it wasn't on his channel.
Here he PM. That's about it. So let me just go to
Okay.
our chat.
Interesting. Maybe he did message me as well. Maybe. No. Nice if I could find a freaking inbox.
Oh yeah, it looks like
But,
he took it down himself.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Watch, that account got banned. But yeah, as far as my answer for that, I would say it is harder. Just because how YouTube was, I mean, like, you could form a community with the groups and all that. And it's just, it's, that whole community aspect of it is gone. It's just, hey, come look at me. That's all YouTube is now. You know, so
what I was about to say was, I think the bad people on YouTube are worse than the quote unquote bad people of the org.
Yes, I can agree with that.
Cause like they'll, I don't know how to explain it. I have to say I kind of don't like the YouTube AMV community for the most part. I think they're I think they're even more elitist than the org
I believe
at
so
times.
well.
Because they'll completely just lock people out and there's more. It's hard to say this, but corruption, like with DA's judging thing, when his video got judged and it was like, oh shit, in the action category, just because that dude wanted a DZ video to win. I think that these people have been left not in check so long that they feel they have free reign to do whatever they please.
AMV police! AMV police! We need your help!
They could suck it. I think they were actually on our freaking, but they did nothing for the community that they said they were gonna do.
Yeah.
And I if you're gonna do something, do it. Yes. But they didn't. They were a lot of talk with no results.
Yep.
All they did was troll videos that they deemed bad.
I do like how when they asked us who we were, and I'm like, oh, I'm saying, they're like, oh, you're the baboom guy. It's like, yeah,
That'll
me.
be on your tombstone.
Like, I have a new video out right now. No, okay.
2015. I made Baboom.
I also have to ask,
you're dying in 2 years.
do you wish that betas never got as big as they were?
Just because, I mean, as far as, like, if you want to just keep editing, and as far as YouTube goes, like, that's fine. Like, I like the org's policy of no betas. So,
I asked this because you get a lot of samey type videos.
I wish
indeed.
that it wasn't so many betas. There's hardly any fools.
There really are.
It's just mostly people going 30 seconds, done. I can understand that, but at the same time,
we ourselves do a lot of 30 seconds, and that's just
you ain't edited it forever. Shut up.
That's just to keep you like fresh, or you get.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Go ahead, Mike.
It's just an exercise. I was gonna say it's just kind of an exercise, you know.
But
like
then these people rarely do fools, and when they do fools, it looks so much just like a elongated beta. I don't think they know how to structure AMVs correctly for a fool anymore.
As far as like building a story and stuff.
If you're okay, it's fine if you're building action. You know, anybody can build action. But if you're trying to inject some type of story, and you have some dude just lying half dead, and then in the next he's just training, and then he's fighting, and
like Alone's first video, man, the Excel just fighting them.
Yeah, something like that. There's just no real progression of the story. It's just a bunch of clips that kind of go with the lyrics that they thought fit here, that really don't do anything for the story as a whole. Like, if I feel like a lot of videos, if entered into cons, they would not get a lot of applause. they would be judged harshly, and I think a
Yeah.
lot of these people need to be judged harshly.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I forget what was shit. I forget what it was. Somebody was saying it's just like something about constructive criticism to me, and I'm just like, don't worry, I can take constructive criticism. Like I have given and received plenty.
I think everybody should be able to, or you need to not be an editor. If you
Yeah.
can't, if you can't take any type of criticism, you just need to not be an editor. I know people that have had just been like down votes and this is spam and like just people cursing them out because they said something negative about the video and not even like this is a sucky video, just like you need to do this better and this better. And
Monster.
you know, that could be seen as you're trying to tell me how to do my own videos. I want to do it my way. But at the same time, there are times where the videos don't look very good and you can't improve upon these things. And people point this out and they just ignore it or just act like they're the problem. Like they're what's wrong with the community or whatever, quote unquote community.
Definitely. Like I said, monster when I had my little rant.
Forget Monster. Don't bring that nonsense up to me. I hate that video.
So we were talking, and I think we'll definitely have to do a brainstorming session for some more editing topics. But I just got a really good idea for a map in my head.
Oh boy.
But so
I'm telling you,
DA
this needs to be a 5.
DA will like it. I think everyone. I know Ralph will like it. DA will like it. I'm not sure about John, but we'll end it here. Well, we'll talk about this after we stop recording. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and I don't think anyone was on the stream, but
they were in and out.
Okay, so stay classy, people that viewed, and we will see you later. And Proceed is on the phone right now, so he just posted in text laters. So I'll do that for him. Laters.